Hello, pretty cats. Meow. Little family of pretty cats. Meow. Aren't you lovely? Yes. Lovely pretty cats. It's day 19 of our Camino, and we just stayed in Castrojeriz. This is the albergue we stayed in. Highly recommended if you're doing the Camino. Stay in Castrojeriz. Stay in the main albergue here. We really enjoyed it, especially the hospitalero, a guy called Pedro. He was just like a total saint. Awesome guy. Another thing I liked about it is that they have a big thing of cat food here, and they feed the family of cats out there. Really like that they do that. And we're about ready to head off. Why am I on Zoom? We're about ready to head off on possibly a 30k jaunt today. Walk in the park. We've never done 30k before. It's a little bit beyond the Metal Monkey's belief systems at the minute. How do you feel about doing 30k?
I think we're going to do 19.
But that's not to the albergue.
There's an albergue at 19.
Okay, so we're going to do 30k today. Last night the weather was just like serious, non-stop rain all night. Winds were beating off the windows, and it was the same this morning. And just now, suddenly, it's just started to clear. So we might have a good day for it. We'll put the ponchos on anyway, but we might have a good day. What say you, little water dragon? What say you, son? I feel the weight of the pack bearing down on me, and 30k ahead of me. And I say, yeah, bring it on.
We washed my clothes yesterday, and there was no drying machine, and everything's still wet. So I don't have any leggings on underneath my trousers. I don't have a jumper on. And I've only got one pair of socks on, and I usually always wear two. So, but all good. Everything's good. Indigo's happy. We're all happy.
And because all of the Metal Monkey's clothes are still wet, that means I have an extra 2 kilos of weight in the backpack.
You're such an exaggerator. It's not 2 kilos.
It is, honestly. Wet clothes is heavy. And I didn't wash any clothes last night because I knew that they weren't going to dry, but she had to have her clothes washed. Now she has nothing to wear. After the chemical fallout here in this town, mutant worms have started appearing from the ground. Check out the size of that worm. That's my size 9. 9 UK size, that is. That's one huge worm. That's the biggest worm I've ever seen. We haven't been feeling any of the effects from the chemical fallout. None whatsoever. None at all.
Some people don't understand Matthew's humour, and I often see comments on underneath the videos. So just don't take anything Matthew says, and he says it seriously and it sounds like really out there. He's just talking rubbish. Don't
I take that as a major insult. Everything I say is 100% serious. This is my really serious face.
Give that back.
This is also my really funny face. What a beautiful morning. We're going over that hill. Feeling very good, very fresh this morning. We're going to go 30k today, and then we're going to go boom, 30k in the bag, boom.
You know, like there's some people that walk 50 kilometers a day, and to them that's really important, and that's their goal to do as much distance as possible. And I know Matthew would really love to be joining them, and because he's very into his physical fitness, and he'd love to be walking at that pace and doing that many kilometers. But
I'm so unspiritual. I'm so unspiritual because I like to do physical things. Keep going.
You ruined it for me now.
Keep going.
But on the wall it says it's not there's this little plaque on the wall in the last albergue we stayed at, and it said it's not a race, it's not to see how physical you are. This is a spiritual journey, and it's about, you know, when you're on the road, you're there and you're with your mind and you're contemplating and you're thinking, and things definitely happen. And if you're, well, I'm not going to make any judgments, but you know, it's not about seeing if you can do 50 kilometers in a day, and I'm quite happy with my 23 or 24.
And for us to average 23 or 24 a day, then we need to do 30k a day, because a few times we've done less than that. So to bring it up to the average, then we need to do it. It's mind, body, spirit. You know, if you leave out the physical, and then you think you're being spiritual by leaving out the physical, no, then you're actually missing some of it. Mind, body, spirit means mind, body, and spirit. I was chatting to a guy yesterday, French guy, and he was saying he's actually walking back. He'd walked all the way to Santiago to Fistera, and now he's actually walking all the way back. So I asked him the question, you know, why are you walking back? He says, because every day I walk, I feel better. Physically, I feel stronger, I feel fitter. Mentally, I have more mental clarity. Spiritually, I feel more connected and awake. So that's why he's doing it. He cycled down from Paris, down to St. John, the Pyrenees. Then he's walked there, he's going to walk back to there, cycle back up. I think that's really cool. If you got the time, then why not? Whenever I walk over a bridge, I always remember the story of the trolls and the billy goat's gruff that crossed the bridge. I always think about the trolls underneath the bridge. And then I wonder, why do we get told those scary stories when we're little kids? What's that all about? All these scary stories that we get told. We get the fear walking over bridges and things. Not that I'm afraid or anything, you know.
Indigo's asleep. He's fully protected from the wind, and every few seconds I just take a little peek at him, make sure he's okay.
But he's also got vents. Show the vents.
Oh, there's vents here and here.
There are vents.
But it's quite open anyway.
Yeah.
And I can see him. I don't know if you want to put the camera down. You can see him. I don't know if you could possible. Okay. Don't be worried about Indigo. We're looking after him.
Yeah, the hospitalero at the last place there, he said, you know, it's bad weather, you can stay an extra night. And the olders love Indigo. We've been offered to stay extra nights in all these different albergues, and usually it's forbidden to stay more than one night. You know, some people do worry, do get some judgment. One guy last night said, you shouldn't be bringing a baby on this, it's too cold and this time of year. And just real judgmental. And I said, no, he's fine, don't worry about it. But what people don't realize is that he's actually warmer and more comfortable than we are. We feel more cold, we get wetter, and we have more arduous time. He's in there, he's toasty, he's cozy.
He's got like 4 layers of hats on his head.
He's against his mother. Like, we're a better place to be, you know? And some people say, you got a baby with you, why did you bring a baby with you? Well, we said, well, the only answer we can really give is, well, we couldn't leave him behind, you know? That's as simple as that. And people go, oh, okay. Just coming up to a 12% gradient, going up to over 1,000 meters altitude. You have to dig in now. These pretty much 200 kilometers that we're doing is at about 800 meter average altitude. So we're kind of almost in the clouds. Yesterday the clouds were literally just over our heads, maybe 10 meters above our heads, the clouds. So we're constantly at this altitude of about 800 meters for about 200 kilometers now. Not the most interesting part of the Camino. Personally, my favorite was the Navarra region, which is the very beginning region, coming from the Pyrenees down. Then we went into the Rioja region, which wasn't as interesting, and then the Burgos, and we're going to be leaving the Burgos region soon. There's a reason they have all these wind turbines dotted about, because it gets bloody windy up here. It's rude to pass the pull-up bar without doing at least a few pull-ups. Pull-up stop with 30 kg, let's do it. It's even harder because it's pulling right back. sun is about to bust through. We haven't seen the sun in, I think it's over a week. When we were in Burgos, the two German guys, they felt so deprived that they went for a sunbed, which I find a little bit strange. These two big macho German guys going for a sunbed. But look, the sun's about to come through. We've got blue skies ahead.
Leaving the old grey clouds behind.
And we're leaving the grey clouds behind. And I was intending it last night. Each time I woke up, it was actually the rain, the wind kept on waking me up last night. It was just banging against the window and shaking the building. And I was just saying, okay, that's great, because we're sleeping, it's getting it over and done with. Morning time, it's going to be lovely. We're still going in the morning time. By the time we got out, it actually all stopped. And now, it's just phenomenal. Just go text my sister. Yay, the sun's just come out. Wow. Oh, feel that. No sun in the week. Oh, vitamin D, bring it on. Oh, lovely. I'm going to walk like this the whole way. Oh, my mouth open to get more sun. Ah. No, where was I? Yeah, I just got to text my sister. I'm watching the vlogs, they're great. You three, amazing, so fit, and it's so tough, and you're so good humoured with it. Tori, when Indy goes to sleep, you don't have to hold his head up, just put the flap up and put the poppers in on the harness. Love you three so much. XXX. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for the encouragement, it means a lot. Love you too.
Yesterday when I got into the albergue, I noticed my face was completely red, and I looked like I had sunburn, but there wasn't any sun, it was actually windburn. I'm actually getting like beaten by the elements. But today the sun's out and I'm really happy about that. Oh.
This woman must be like to walk the Camino in the summertime. It's actually interesting. There's also some photographs up on the wall. Yes, in the albergue of people walking in this area in the summertime, and it's all completely different. Everything's a completely different colour. There's lots of yellows and things like that from the corn and whatever else grows. I don't know what it is, maize or something, but everything's just a completely different colour. The ground's hard, it's not muddy. It's, so I said it'd be a completely different experience. I'd like to do it in the summer sometime maybe. I'm feeling so incredibly strong right now that I feel like I could just walk around the world. I'm just observing my body, and it's like I've flipped a switch and now it's on autopilot, and it's just doing this repetitive motion of walking. I'm looking down at my legs and it's like they're just walking by themselves. It's this place where I'm at, where I'm just observing the body. It's like just taking a step back, where I'm not doing the walking anymore. I'm observing the body walking. It's a great feeling. We're now leaving the province of Burgos and entering the province of Palencia. Here comes the rain, deely doo da. Here comes the rain, doo 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 doo. And it's alright. Dun, 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 dun. Little darling, it's been like 10 minutes since it's been here. Little darling, seems like a long, cold, lonely Camino. Did I say rain? We just got hammered by hailstones. These ponchos are absolute lifesaver on the Camino here for us. Couldn't have done it without them. This is how we do a feeding stop in the rain. Where there's a will, there's a way. Look honey, it's me and you. Just need to get a black marker and draw an indigo. We're about to go further than we've ever gone before. We're going to be walking 30k today. Last 7k of the day. Little monkey has a cramp in her leg. Give it a little massage. But the best thing for cramp is to walk it off, right? Massage. So I've been saying anyway. We just stopped in for a quick cup of tea in a cafe, our last stop. A quick feeding break for the little water dragon there. And just saw on the TV the weather. And the whole of Pamplona, where we walked through like a week ago, is completely flooded. Completely flooded. And then where we're going to be going in a week's time in Galicia, there's massive storms there. 10-meter waves and trees blowing down and everything. And we seem to be in the middle of it all. We seem to be in the eye of the storm. We've missed it back there and we're in the middle of it. And then maybe by the time we get there to Galicia, it'll be all gone. And hopefully it won't hit us here. Although we haven't had, you know, the weather hasn't been perfect. Like today we've gone through wind, rain, hailstones, sunshine, mud. But we keep going. Skibidi-bidi-bidi. Skibidi. Skibidi-bidi-bidi. One more time. Take it away, Daddy. Can learn to be human too. Skibidi-bidi-bidi-bidi-bidi-bidi. It's 10 to 6 now. The sun has just set. We set off at 10 to 9 this morning, so that's 9 hours walking, including short breaks. We're just heading out of the last village or town. Another few K to do. Want to get there as soon as possible because the last time it got dark and we were still walking. Toria nearly quit, so want to get there before it gets dark. Wow, just look at this. Absolutely. We were just hit by a storm back there. Winds of, I don't know, some of the strongest winds I've ever been in. I was walking at a 60-degree angle, holding Victoria's hand. And the main rucksack kind of turned in to go the best we could. We made it, darling.
Let's just see.
Open the door.
Hello.
Hey.